Welcome back to the show.
Hi, guys. Welcome to CLIQUEBAIT.
Welcome to CLIQUEBAIT. CLIQUEBAIT refers to how I promise boobs in the thumbnail, and there aren't any.
And we don't deliver.
Well, you do.
Yeah,
I don't. Yeah, the burden's all on you. I'm Keren Margolis.
I'm Amanda Gail.
And by the way, can we just start out and say thank you so much to everyone who came out to our co-headlining show in Norwalk, Connecticut this past Friday. What an amazing time.
It was great. It was so fun.
It was the best time, as always. Thank you so much for coming out. We appreciate you guys so much.
Yes.
And we'll let you know when the next show is.
Yes, we really appreciate all your support.
We appreciate the support. We loved it. We always have the best time with you. And we hope you had the best time, too.
Yes. And and we're going to do some clips. We're going to have clips out for you guys. Sorry it's been such a delay. We're going to show clips. We're going to talk about clips, but we're going to have some content. So don't you worry.
Don't worry. We bring content. That's the whole point of the show.
Yeah.
CLIQUEBAIT.
Okay, let's get this episode started. Okay, so what's in the news right now is everyone's infamous killer, the hottest killer, Luigi Mangione.
Hottest killer
ever. I mean, what hair? What hair?
Did you see his body on that mountain?
Yeah, I mean, really in shape. Usually you get more in shape when you go to jail. He's going to jail pre-shaped, which is really fantastic. It's actually more efficient, I think.
I think so, too. I really appreciate that he stood at the mouth of a volcano and took his shirt off for us.
I know. Thank you. And thank you for shooting No, don't shoot people. Thank you for shooting. But, thank you for speaking for the people. I mean, I read your Goodreads. You have some great reviews.
You have some good reads.
Yeah, you really are very intelligent. I went to UPenn, very intelligent.
No, he's very smart.
Yeah, and I do not condone CEOs at all.
I don't either. I don't condone anybody.
This is not a condonation of that. But we do appreciate the message. For the people.
We've heard it. Message clock.
Right.
Yeah, we get it. No one likes insurance. So, right back at you.
Exactly. I hate insurance. I hate co-pays. And I also hate having having a spinal cord injury.
I hate that for him. I would hate that for any of us. Can you imagine not having a spine? And how unpleasant that would be?
It really is. I know that was really his gripe is that, he's an anti-capitalist, which is so funny because he has so much money. So, I mean, I guess that's what happens when you come from a lot of money. You hate capitalism.
Right. What a privilege.
Right. What a privilege to hate capitalism.
It sounds like such a flex.
When you didn't even really win at capitalism. You kind of were born into third base. So
you kind of were born. Yeah. When you were born, it was already a home run. But I get it. You hate it. And it's very angsty for you. And your spine hurts all the time.
I know. It's hard to enjoy parents' money when your spine hurts. That's just the truth. So
I mean, when your spine's on the outside of your body, I would be so pissed.
I know. I mean, also, it's like, and he's like from serious Maryland money.
Right.
Like Maryland money.
Okay,
old Baltimore. No, you don't understand, Karen. He's from like Baltimore money.
I don't understand. What does that mean?
No, Baltimore money.
Is that for real?
That's like next level Baltimore money.
So just like Baltimore's most eligible bachelor missing one spine. It's like that spine must have his spine must have hurt so bad that it just made his trigger finger so heavy.
Right, exactly.
And it must have deranged him.
That's right.
To be in that much spinal pain all the time.
Right, you have no idea. No, I
don't.
Baltimore money can't even buy that happiness.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's so much money. This is the message of Luigi Mangione. Money can't buy a spine.
No.
If your spine is broken, if you don't have a spine, all the money in the world can't fix you.
That makes you be a friend of the Unabomber.
Of course he's anti-capitalist because he thought capitalism would fix his spine. It didn't.
It didn't.
But then I'm against that.
Right. All the Baltimore money in the world cannot fix that spine. So
No.
I mean, as a little girl, I was just like, I hope to aspire to Baltimore money.
Did you?
Yeah.
As a child?
I grew up in New York City area, but I'm like, no, Baltimore money is like
I didn't know that.
Maryland money. Are you kidding?
I don't know.
Crap. You think like New York, LA money is like crazy.
Right.
You think like Hamptons money.
That is what I thought. I thought Montauk money was like it.
Maryland money.
I didn't know.
Then it's like Idaho money. Dude, you have no clue. It's like Boise money is like legit. Like those kids are like
potato money? I had no idea. Where has this been all my life? Do you think that if someone had just, because he was, did you read his thing where it was like, or his friend gave a statement to the news and was like, his spine was so impaired that he was like, I can never have sex again.
Oh, yes. His landlord said that.
Did his landlord say that?
It said landlord said.
What?
Yeah.
He was that tight with the landlord? That's not a very capitalist thing.
No, you're right.
That's interesting. So, but do you think if someone had just blown him and was like, let me just blow this spine problem out of your system, that he would have just calmed down?
Maybe, but do you think he has a? Oh, I see what you're saying. He's so hot and he couldn't have sex.
That's what I'm saying.
Fuck no, that is must be the biggest blue ball of like.
Right.
I can get any girl I want, but I can't.
Hot. I'm hot, so hot. I'm so smart. I'm so rich, but my spine doesn't work.
And you can't fuck,
babe. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god.
I do have empathy for that.
No, I like legit do.
Of course.
Wow. No, I didn't. You know what, Karen? That's genius. I didn't even put 2 and 2 together. It's not the spinal. We're thinking, you're like, all right, you have back pain. Okay.
I'm like, relax about the spine.
Oh, you know what? You're so fucking smart. That is so true. Because I've always like, okay, so you had back pain and you're this pissed. It's like, no, he hasn't fucked. There is a comedian, and I'm not going to take this joke, but he said no school shooter shoots up a school and goes, I get so much pussy. You know what I mean? I didn't say. I think Josh Edelman said that. So.
Okay, right. No, same thing with the CEO. No one shoots a CEO and is like, I get laid too much.
Right.
No one.
Wow, you're so smart.
Thank you.
I didn't put. You know what? I'm so blown away because those are like 2 memes that have been floating in my head, and I didn't like make a synastry of like what the actual story is.
Those memes live in your head rent free. Now they're having sex, which Luigi couldn't do.
But it's funny because you have these like different memes, but you don't realize like you have to synastry all the memes. You have to like put a synastry to like tell the picture.
You have to synthesize everything, and the memes have to go like this to each other,
and then like the string.
Yeah, you have to like untangle that string. I'm just saying, okay. Here's another hot take. This is how I know he's a top, because you can't be a top if your spine doesn't work.
He's top of everything. Bottom. He's top hot, top valedictorian.
Right. He's top of everything. And by the way, his spine seemed to be working well enough to. By the way, I didn't see him limping like in any of the videos.
He rode the city bike. He rode that city bike.
He rode the city bike. So it's like your spine does work some of the time. I just need more information about the spine, because the spine is like the #1 villain of this entire
it's the origin story.
Right. His villain origin story has to do with his spine, which is like he's like an X-Man almost. Yeah. He's like Deadpool. Like his spine didn't work, and then they made it so that I don't know. Like, what's the? I guess I'm a little bit still unclear. Like, why, if it hurt so much, how did he carry out a murder?
Well, does it make that much back muscle to shoot somebody? It was a silencer.
Yeah, but
then he rode the city bike. The city bike, I see you. That's the city bike is where I agree with you. It's like
he pedaled away as fast as his little spine could carry him
to Altoona, Pennsylvania,
all the way to Altoona, Pennsylvania. So, babe, your spine works kind of.
And do you know that that McDonald's is getting like bad reviews?
Is it
on Yelp? They're giving it like 0 reviews. That girl is getting. First of all, okay.
How do people know who that is?
I would never be able to pick him out. I don't know the fuck. So I was reading this, and correct me if I'm wrong. That the girl who it was a girl. It was a $50,000 reward to find him, but you had to call the FBI.
Okay.
She didn't. She called the local police. She didn't get the $50,000.
What? They nickel and dimed her. So he was right to be an anti-capitalist, because they're there to screw you.
So she didn't get the $50,000.
Oh my God.
And she's getting like threats.
It was really not worth it at all.
No, people. And this is the clip I want to show you, because everyone's like, oh, he's going to get so fucked up in jail.
I don't know.
The prisoners love him. Let's play the clip.
Okay.
Luigi's conditions suck! Free Luigi!
So earlier today, I was reporting outside these prison walls when all of a sudden I heard my name, and I couldn't tell if they were, catcalling me or heckling me or even saying my name whatsoever. And so I started reporting on Luigi Mangione's prison conditions as I was finding them out. And as soon as the live shot was over, that's when I turned around and they said, the conditions suck. And so that was my confirmation. Oh my gosh, they're watching News Nation at that very moment. Look over my left shoulder up at the top of this prison wall, see through a window, and see that your face is right there. They're watching Banfield at this exact moment, as they promised they would.
Can I ask you a favor? Can I just ask the guys, if they can hear me right now, to answer yes or no very loud? Does Luigi have television in his single cell? Obviously, we have a little bit of a delay, but they're getting. They're getting the questions, and they're giving us the answers. So Luigi does not have. Wow, this is quite something. This is the strangest interview I've ever conducted.
Oh my God. They love him.
He's the man in prison.
Do you think that they might fuck his spine straight?
Yeah, he is. And you know what's funny? His lawyer is married to Diddy's lawyer.
Really? Wow, he's getting out.
He's gonna be fun.
He's gonna be fine. It's so funny because he and Diddy are having opposite experiences right now.
Right.
In jail. Wow, this is the healthcare he always wanted and didn't know.
Right.
That's what he needed.
And it's famously like prisoners get bad health care, so that's why they love Luigi and they just hate the rich. Like it's like this is the thing. The only reason people don't like you in prison is if you fuck with kids or fuck with women.
Right.
But other than that, you're the man. You kill a rich guy, they're like, yeah, hell yeah.
Man. Right.
Yeah.
And then the only other way they fuck with you in prison is if you kill a high profile prisoner or a prisoner that they don't like.
Right.
And he didn't have to do that. This is genius, actually.
Yeah.
Actually genius.
They're gonna help him. He's like built. He's like hot. Yeah, they actually love him in prison. The
He's
prisoners.
so hot. He's gonna get a prison guard pregnant.
I honestly think it's because he's hot and rich. And he's like with the people, like his like missions for the people.
Right.
That's why people love him.
If Batman gave up all his money and ended up in jail forever and his spine just no longer worked. Because, Batman's annoying.
Yeah.
Batman's too rich. And then he's like, oh, I'll like fly around in my expensive bat suit.
His Tesla.
my Tesla, my Batla, but I'm not going to give my money away. Like the money's for me.
Right.
And actually it's like very patronizing. It's very condescending. So he's like, no, you don't understand. Small people, I need all of this money so that I can help you by not giving it to you.
Right. Oh, interesting. I didn't even think about that.
He needs extra money so that he can make his bat suit have abs.
Right. And he has a butler. He has that butler. Why do you have a butler when you're trying to help the poor? Like
he has a whole house underneath his house.
I know.
We don't have empathy for you.
No, we don't.
You're putting yourself in harm's way.
And that bat signal is like high tech. Like, how do you have the money for a bat signal?
Right. And
it's like really good,
And I don't tell me your spine works without telling me your spine works.
Literally.
You know what I mean?
Literally. What's Batman's origin story? Did he get hurt?
His parents died. He's an orphan. He's a rich orphan, which, by the way, is the best kind.
His parents were murdered.
His parents were murdered.
Okay, but the Menendez wish. The Menendez brothers literally wish this was their life, by the way. So, okay, way to brag, Batman.
Lyle could never.
Lyle and Eric are like that asshole. That's like our dream life,
The Menendez could never.
Yeah.
They're sitting there being like, oh my God, our stupid living parents. And my stupid functional spine.
Literally, we were trying to be Batman. That was what the Menendez brothers, the motive was to become Batman. To be orphans. Yeah.
And be orphans and be Batman, but they didn't help people.
Well, they were. You give them a minute. Like, they were just going.
They've had 30 years.
No. They were. You put them in jail, though. Like, you didn't give them an opportunity to be Batman. Like, give them a minute.
But didn't they go on a shopping spree?
They did, but they had just okay. So yes, you don't know what Batman did after his parents died. You know that they didn't go on a shopping spree.
Andrew, do you know what Batman did after his parents died?
Shopping spree.
Literally, they didn't give the Menendez brothers enough time. They did. They put them right to jail.
Give them
so
6 months.
They couldn't put together, and they were under scrutiny and like probation stuff. So it's
not scrutiny.
No, but they were in the public eye. So you guys did not give them a chance to become Batman.
Here's what you do: when someone kills their parents, you leave them the fuck alone.
Yeah,
and you see if they become Batman.
Give them a year.
Let them just kind of evolve and incubate.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like plucking a baby bird out of the nest and then throwing it on the ground.
Exactly.
He didn't even have time.
They did not have time. The media was on them the whole time, and they did not have the opportunity to because Batman didn't want people to know who he was or who they are. So if the media's on them, they're gonna be like, oh, that's Lyle and Eric. That's not Batman. Everyone's gonna know that's Lyle and Eric.
Also, there's two of them, so they're gonna be like, we know who you are.
But also, maybe they were fighting over who's gonna be the Batman, who's gonna be the Robin. Like maybe Lyle's like, I got fucked in the ass enough times that I get to be Batman.
And Batman's like, no, that literally makes you Robin.
Literally.
What do you and Robin have in common? Think about it.
You're bottoms.
You're bottom.
We're not making fun of sexual abuse in the families. We are not doing that.
We love our abuse community, and we would never. And by the way, we love people who don't have spines. Like we're not. If you're listening to this podcast or watching it, ideally, we want you to feel included in the joke. Like you're not the butt of the joke.
You're not the butt of the joke. Please just stop with the nonsense. We love everyone.
Stop with the hateful comments.
I love how I'm starting a fight with people that I'm not having a fight with.
Who did not come for you at all. Stop boosting our engagement. It's getting so old.
I know. It's so stupid.
It's upsetting us.
No, but anything else about them? I mean, it's it literally is so funny how this took over the internet. I mean, my favorite thing is everyone's like, the girls being like, I'm going to fix him. Like every woman in America is like, I'm going to fix this man.
He is the definition of a fixer-upper.
I know.
Like if I saw him on Hinge and it was like no spine, murderer, Penn grad, software engineer, whatever, I would be like valedictorian. I'd be like, where do I sign up?
Yeah, where is the red flag?
Well, literally, show me one red flag. All I'm seeing is green, green, green.
Right.
Pass go, pass go.
Because who did he kill? He didn't kill his parents.
Nope.
He killed a rich CEO because he has convictions.
And by the way, he wrote in his thing, he goes, let me think this one through. Do I blow him up? No, because that would risk innocent lives. You shoot him with a silencer at his own conference. By the way, at like 6:45 in the morning when, to be fair, this is New York City and people are out at 6:45, but those are the annoying corporate high achievers.
Right.
And that, respectfully, I don't condone any of this. I don't condone crimes. I don't condone shooting.
No.
But I'm just saying that if you're out at 6:45 in the morning and you're wearing a suit, we know that you're a rich CEO. We know.
Right.
That's the whole
Right.
population that's out doing that.
Right. Exactly.
So I'm just saying, be a little more careful. I guess this is the message. It's not, I don't condone crime. If you're a CEO, put on a sack to go outside at 6:45 in the morning so we don't know it's you.
Right. Well, they're taking off CEOs from their websites.
It's smart.
A lot of companies are hiding their CEOs' pictures.
Well, look at the good. Because take that ego down a notch a little bit.
A lot of I know companies I have worked for, the CEOs had security.
As they should. Well, this guy did too. Brian Thompson did too. He just didn't have security with him at that moment. I guess he felt very safe at 6:45 in the morning. And to be fair, it's daylight savings time right now, and it's very dark at 6:45. So you think, oh, I'm invisible. Nobody knows who I am.
Yeah.
No, babe. You're out in a suit in the
Yeah.
6 o'clock hour.
Yeah.
We know you're somebody.
You've denied a lot of claims.
You've denied.
Well, do you know what I heard that UHG actually they put a lot of claims went through after the shooting.
Did they? Wow, it really is Trump's America now. Okay, and Hamas wants a peace deal, so it's everything is topsy turvy.
It's for the people by the people, I guess. Okay, well, thank you. Well, not thank you, but
I didn't mean thank you. Forget thank you.
A man did. Okay, I'm just going to say this too. A man did die, and the man does have children. So I just want to say
he was a human being.
So this like kind of glorification of the is a little disgusting. I understand the message. I mean, I think health insurance companies do exploit people, and they do. We have a broken healthcare system in our country. I don't know the right answer. I'm not political. I don't have the right answer, but we do. It needs fixing. That's it.
Needs fixing. I'm gonna say this: the answer is not murdering
exactly
people in the streets. That's definitely
especially
not the
a
answer.
Father of two with a family,
a
like
full
this
human
is,
being.
Yeah,
Come on.
I know it's not appropriate.
No, it's not appropriate. And the glee and everything of people, which, by the way, like the people who are, coming out and being like, oh, this is so great and he's a hero. This is a party of tolerance or whatever. I make it make sense.
Yeah.
It's gross to me. It is hilarious though to see our hot, smart, rich anti-hero without a spine. There's something.
His name is Luigi Mangione. It's so you cannot make this up.
If I could not make up a villain hero out from my imagination,
like he took out a hit. It's like, hey, you got something over, Luigi Mangione. Hey,
right? He's got in one hand he has a gun with a silencer, and the other one he's carrying a salami.
and a prosciutto. No, but everyone's like doing like like the Sopranos like spoof on it,
Right.
being like, hey, come on, what you got a job over at like kind of how he fucked the whole thing up. Like he's like a hitman, but he like fucked it up.
Okay, he did fuck it up. That's just what's so funny is he is. Oh, none of it's funny. It's not a joke, but he just like completely cocked it up. Like we know what his face looks like because he was pretty on top of it. He had like a mask and a hood, which by the way, the jacket that he was wearing with that has a hoodie built into it, sold out. And the reason that we know what his face looks like, that like handsome picture of him grinning where everybody was like, ooh, that guy's hot, is because he took his mask off to flirt with a girl.
That's right.
Who asked him to take his mask off. Okay, valedictorian.
Okay, tell me you haven't had sex in a while. That's how you haven't had sex in a while.
If that girl had blown him, we wouldn't be here right now.
That just means even the smartest man in the world cannot outrun the possibility of getting laid, especially when he hasn't been getting laid.
And he's 26 years old.
Yeah.
26, 27 years old. So, if you rip someone's spine out of their body and he can't get laid anymore.
And he's so hot, he could literally get any girl he wants.
And he's so rich, he can get any girl he wants. And he's so smart. Like, he was going to succeed at his job.
He could have been the CEO of CHG.
He could have been a health insurance CEO.
Yeah, like, literally. Like, he could have had Brian Thompson's job.
Literally. But instead, he has screws in his spine and no TV. And I don't like that. I don't like that for anybody. I don't like death for anyone in the street. No. Thank you. And I also think everyone should have a TV.
Right.
And a working spine.
They found this tweet he wrote, or this Facebook status he wrote in 2010. I guess we'll finish up with this. We're going along, but He wrote, no, my fishies got flushed down the toilet.
Saw that.
And I was like, see, did this kid stand a chance?
No.
He was going to be destined for a life of crime. Your fishies get flushed down the toilet?
It's giving the Joker. You know
Yeah.
how the Joker, like, was crazy and kind of evil, but also, like, kind of sweet?
Yeah.
And, like, had a pet?
Yeah.
That he loved. It's giving Joker vibes. Like, let me burn the city to the ground because like my dog died or whatever.
Yeah. His fishy.
I know. He has a sweet quality. I hope people, you know what? If you're going to comment, just comment. Just come for us, just comment. It helps the algorithm and all that. We love it. But I'm not saying any of this is good or bad. Actually, I'm saying it's bad.
We're a comedy podcast. We're making fun.
We're just making fun. Oh my God. And by the way, anybody watching this, if you didn't have a working spine and you committed a horrible crime, we'd be up here making jokes about you too.
That's right.
So don't be like that.
Don't come up for us. We love making up fights that we're not having.
We just started a fight so that we could be in it.
You know who's not fighting? Have you seen the Wicked tour, the Wicked press tour?
Oh my God, I've seen some of it. Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo are... They look like they haven't been around other human beings. They sound like they haven't been around anybody else who's not just the two of them their entire lives.
They're like giving, and by the way, Andrew, this is video 3. Let's play the clip.
Okay.
This is also my first time ever doing a
You
jungle.
have been the light of the
amazing.
day. You are
Truly.
such a gift.
You brought such light into the room. Thank you very much
We appreciate
for coming
you.
into this room today.
Thank
We needed you to come in.
Yeah.
Both beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank
We
you so
love you.
much.
Thank
Have a lovely rest of
you.
your day.
You too.
Thank you,
Thank
Pink
you.
News.
Thank you.
We love you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
What ways the person sitting next to you changed you for good?
Well, yeah. I think we found a little piece of ourselves in each other. I think
That sounds filthy.
Oh, we found my CapCut ID. Okay. They're really just always crying and all over each other.
They're always crying and touching.
Yeah. I mean, I get the sisterhood bond, but it's...
I kind of get it, but you guys just made a movie that made you really rich. Why are you upset?
they're emotional. I don't know if they're upset. They're like
I want to know why they're so emotional.
they're just so theater kiddie.
yeah.
They're such theater kids.
You just said it perfectly. They're such.
I bet you
theater
they
kids.
cuddle in bed together.
No doubt in my mind. They have cuddle parties together.
Yeah,
platonic.
it's
cuddle
platonic,
parties.
and they don't have sex. They're just like
No. Sex is not even on the radar. It's like a puppy and kitty being best friends. Like it's not about sex. It's not sexual. They are so theater kitty, and you know what? This movie is the theater kid bat signal. Like it's
Wicked,
everything
yeah.
to theater kids. You know what? I've been watching like people's reviews of the movie, and the consensus actually is that the movie's pretty good. And people are comparing it to like the musical, like the Broadway show. And I came across, not to be political because I watch everybody, but I came across Ben Shapiro's.
I saw that his
review.
review because he said I didn't know he was a musical theater guy.
That's what I was gonna say because I thought it was gonna be about the politics and they're so woke and the green people and whatever and we get it but no, he gave like an in-depth analysis of the actual music. It was so good.
And he likes Cynthia Erivo.
Loves her. Ben Shapiro is a theater kid.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know it either. I found it so charming and endearing.
I did. Yeah.
Me too.
But you know what? That's so funny. I mean, because I saw the same review.
Please cut
and
me
he
off.
said he's like I didn't think that Ariana was that powerful. He's like
That's what he said. He said Cynthia Erivo blew her out of the water. Every scene, all you can do is watch her. And I was like, I need to see that movie.
and they go what's the thing in Defying Gravity? They always go I'm not in gravity.
That was everything. Do you remember back in the day? Or were you ever into this?
I was ever into Wicked. I was a Rent girl. Oh my God, Rent. I love Rent.
I know, but they weren't concurrent. They were consecutive.
Yeah.
So it was like Rent, of course. We grew up being obsessed with Rent. We all did. We sang it in choir. Like, come on.
We had no idea what the hell. In choir? You sang it in school?
Yeah. I didn't know it was about AIDS.
I know. Oh, we all sang 525,600 minutes.
Our entire generation knows how many minutes there are in a year. Why?
How do you measure a year in sin? We all sang that. Love Oh my God, we sang that in chorus too.
Please don't turn this podcast off just because we started singing. We're done.
But oh my God, Rent, because we were like, I remember in sleepaway camp being like,
525,000.
like in camp, we like, did you light my candle?
Wasn't she dying of AIDS?
Yeah, she was. No, because she wanted to shoot up heroin.
Oh.
So we didn't know this back then. What that means is
I was today years old.
It was burning the liquid. I don't know much about heroin, but
I know
it's
a
like
little bit about
burning
heroin.
of the liquid because it's like light my candles.
No, yeah. You have to light the candles and then you put the spoon on top of it. It like melts up the heroin.
That's what that means. Light my candle means.
I thought it meant like turn me on.
No, it's
Wow.
like because it's like I used to be a junkie, but now and then I like to feel good. What's that? It's candles. My candle's out. A million. I had it when I walked in the door. It was pure. Is it on the floor? The floor? Say I have the best ass below 14th Street. Is it true? What? You're staring again. Oh no. I mean, you do. Have a nice. I mean, I used to be a junkie, but now and then I like to feel good. That's when.
Wait. But what does it mean when she says I used to be a junkie?
He says it. So Roger. Roger's like, I used to be a junkie, but now and then I like to, feel good.
What's the feel good reference to?
Like heroin.
Oh, it is a reference to heroin.
He's
still a junkie.
He's saying I used to be, because she's saying light my candle, and he's like, why don't you forget that stuff? You look like you were 16. I'm 19, but I'm old for my age. I was born to be bad. I once was born to be bad. I used to shiver like that. I have no heat. I told you, I used to sweat because he's like going her out.
Because he used to go into withdrawal.
Yeah, he's like, I know, I see you, you are a junkie. And she's like, no, I just want to feel good. He's like, I used to
I don't have a
sweat.
problem with this.
Yeah, and he's like,
take it or leave it.
and he's like, I used to sweat. And she's like,
you're sweaty like me, junkie.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, it takes one to know one.
Yeah, and that's why. And he's like, no, I don't want to light your candle because I see you, girl. And he's
You're
like,
self-destructing.
you look like you're 16.
Right.
Yeah.
You're ruining your life. Does she end up dying?
She does. She ends up dying.
Spoiler.
No, right? Did Maureen die? Angel Maureen died?
I don't know. I don't remember. A lot of people died, I feel, of AIDS.
Let's not make it ruin the night. Let's say
Let's not bring down the mood.
That's what Rent is
Which,
about.
by the way, we're not making fun of AIDS. I'm not disclaiming anything anymore. Everything's a joke. Don't take it serious.
Yeah, I know. So no, but that's what Rent was about, AIDS, and we didn't even know what half that like.
Wait, I thought it was about the passage of time. I thought it was about clocks.
I thought it was about like rent, like actual like. Oh,
I thought it was about paying money to live somewhere.
Like, wait, no. There's people there's comedians. This is like a hack joke, but it's like they're like they'll be like, my Asian mother will be like, why don't they just pay their rent? I don't get the point of this. People like, revisionist history when we go back. There's people that will be like, I don't understand. Why don't you guys just pay your freaking rent? You're 30. Pay your rent.
You were adults. Why did you have to write a musical about it?
Right. You didn't have Matt. The guys from Scarsdale, just move back home with your parents. Why are you like?
They literally live right there.
Yeah,
we've all done
it. You're squatting. They're basically squatting.
I know, and they wrote a whole play about it.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, poor us, and it's like, just pay your rent,
right? Like, you know what would solve this whole musical? Paying your rent. I solved your musical for you.
Literally, why are you guys in your 30s not paying your rent?
Why are you so stressed about it?
Yes.
Wait tables.
Right, exactly.
Literally.
Exactly. And they're like burning stuff and like, yeah.
No, I know. It's like so dramatic.
I know. But Wicked is what? Is like...
Wicked is... Isn't Wicked like the real story of The Wizard of Oz?
Yeah. Like Linda's actually a bitch.
Linda's actually a bitch. The origin story is the origin story.
Like how she became, like they kind of bullied her in school.
They bullied her in school.
Mm-hmm. Because of her color of her skin.
Because they were racist.
Because she was green.
Because she was green. Right, which I guess tracks. I don't know. Kids, when I was growing up, kids weren't racist.
No
they
one
were just
I knew.
mean.
No one
they were just mean. I had a back brace, not to, I mean, like maybe people don't know my origin story, but I had a back brace for a long time when I was a child, and I was very underdeveloped. I was very small. People had a lot to say about it. I couldn't carry heavy things on account of my small stature and my fucked up spine. I have a bad spine.
Yeah.
So I do understand about spines.
You have that in common with Luigi Mangione.
Okay, Luigi, I do understand your spine problems. I understand about spines, but I couldn't carry a backpack. Back in the day, we all had textbooks, like a million textbooks, and they weighed a ton. And I couldn't carry them on my back, so I had to have a rolling backpack on wheels. You think they didn't bully me? It wasn't racism, babe. It was just because I was a loser.
In my high school, you got bullied if you tried too hard.
Right.
When you didn't try hard and you like kept to yourself, no one bothered. Not that I saw.
You were cool.
Yeah, I never saw anyone get bothered if they didn't try. Like if you just like went to school, like class, like they used to make fun of people that like tried to be cool. Like there was this girl in my high school. I'm not going to say her name. She's married to a very rich dentist right now, but
Wow, what a dream.
She was trying to like get to the next level in like popularity. And everyone,
you can't do that.
You can't do that. She got bullied incessantly.
Of course. And by the way, I remember it's so funny because I'm getting flashbacks now and PTSD. I remember the people who were so trying, those girls, it was always girls who were trying to get to the next level of popularity, which means that they were kind of in that mid level. They were in that like middle management level of popularity. Because if you're too losery, like me, if you don't have a spine,
people feel badly for you,
and you're not going to try. You're not going to be ever at that level because that would imply that you're going to eventually reach the next level of popularity, which you're not.
Yeah.
You have so many problems to deal with before you even get to that level.
Yeah.
You know, so there was something really embarrassing about wanting to be cooler, but then not being cool.
Right.
The definition of try.
Right.
I don't want to say
hard.
the names, but like
they know who they are.
And I know who they are.
And you're listening right now. We know you know who you are, and we're not going to say your name.
We're not going to say your name, no, because we're not we're benevolent.
There was this girl that became homecoming queen because it was a joke.
That's so mean. That's Carrie style mean.
But like, I think she thought it was like, because she was like cute enough that it wasn't like that crazy, but like, she was a butt of a joke because she slept with everyone's boyfriend. She was just like,
ooh.
She tried really hard to be like, if you kept to yourself and you were cool and you just like did your thing, no one bothered you.
Literally not at all. Did you go to public school?
Yeah.
Public school was like a prison. Like
I didn't like high school at all.
No, of course not. And I don't mean yes, you couldn't leave, but I mean prison as in it was like kill or be killed. It was eat or be eaten. Public school was severe.
I did not like having a schedule that I had to follow. I did not like that I have to be here at 8 and leaving. I have to leave. I have to sit in this classroom and listen to your bullshit.
You
and
had
leave
to be
at
there
2.
at 8?
Yeah, not. It was like 8:30 to 2:30.
Oh my God, what? We had to be there at like 7. Like 7:30.
Maybe I'm not remembering.
Oh my God, it was crazy. I was like, why do I have to be here at 7?
I know.
What has to happen at 7 that's so important?
I know. I and then I had cheerleading afterwards. So like
you're so cool.
it was like a very long day, and I hated like having to sit and like listen. Like I hated that.
Right.
I didn't like the not having the freedom. So it wasn't like high school. Like that was what I didn't like about high school. I'm like, why can't I just like have class like like that's why I liked college better because it was like classes were staggered, and then even going to the working world, it's like you're not like sitting down paying attention to like I do my own thing, you know?
Of course.
You know, you do your own tasks.
Right. I think that they make school so annoying so that when you do finally get into the working world and have a job, which is also a pain in the ass, you're like, this is so great.
Yeah, I feel like I have freedom.
I love it. I'm free.
But yeah, the press tour is so funny. It's just like the crying and the like
the holding each other's pinky fingers, which by the way, you and I have done.
I know we're in love. That's why, because we're in love. Even though you're mad at me today.
I'm not mad at you.
Are you mad at me?
You're projecting.
Am I being a bitch?
Yeah.
Why was I being a bitch?
I don't know. I came in and you were like, can we just do this now?
I know,
and I was
I'm
like,
sorry.
oh my God, are you mad at me?
I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at my life.
Oh, honey.
But I feel
let me hold your pinky.
I feel better being here. So
You seem really good. In fact, you seemed really good the second we started talking, which is something I love about you.
What happened?
You were in a mood. You were in a foul mood.
I was really angry.
You're really angry. You yelled at Andrew.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah.
And then you were like, I just want to start. And then we started, and you were like, oh my God, here she is. You blossomed. You chilled.
It's because that's unprofessional. Don't bring that shit to the podcast.
I know, but also the podcast is fun to do. What are you gonna be like all mad when we're talking about funny clips? Like we're having the best time. We're talking about a guy's spine.
I didn't mean to do that, Andrew. It's my shit, not yours.
You're like, it's not working.
Do you feel like I take my anger out on you?
I feel a little bit abused.
You do?
I know, but we pay him. We pay you money.
No, but do you feel like I take my anger out on you guys?
No.
Yeah, sometimes.
Do
we have another clip?
You don't want when you don't feel control in your life. You know what I mean?
You abuse the people closest to you.
People underneath.
No, I don't think you're underneath. We're close.
She's not punching down, Andrew. Speak for yourself.
It's a very
no. You're not. No one punches down. That means everyone's beneath you. I don't like that. We're all peers.
Yeah, I don't think you're beneath me at all. It's not what when you're close.
She's punching at.
What was I gonna say?
Andrew, we can hear you clicking.
What do you think? What do you think about the press? What do you think about Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande's like?
I was moved, honestly.
Andrew was crying.
No, I did actually see Wicked. I went.
I want to see it.
You did?
With my girlfriend. I went.
Oh, Andrew has a girlfriend, and she's so cute.
And so I went there. I was like, all right, let's see what this is about. Because I kept seeing like there were guys. They were like, I got to see this movie with my girlfriend, and then they would leave like crying. I was like, what? I was like, what? I was just curious.
Wait, guys were crying?
A lot of guys. It was like a TikTok trend where people like they go into like, I don't want to see this stupid movie, and then they're just like sobbing after. Yeah, they're like married men supposedly, and then afterwards,
men
but,
are
like
the
there was nothing.
sweetest creatures.
There was nothing really that I found that was even like close to like tear jerk. So I have no idea. It was just like it was It was fine.
You enjoyed it.
Was it? Isn't Defying Gravity? I haven't seen the musical, but I heard Defying Gravity sounds like it's emotional.
Defying
That's a good one.
gravity. I know, because it's about spreading your wings and finally fulfilling your potential.
I'm not a loser.
After people tried to squish you down because you were green.
Exactly. But they also have other.
All of us relate
those
to
songs
that.
are good. Yeah. But there's like other songs where they just like they'll just have a conversation in a sing-songy way, but it's not an actual song. They're like, and I'm feeling a little nervous today because of all the pressure and anxiety from the bully, and like those are not as good. But like Defying Gravity and Popular were
That's
good.
not the script. That's just how they talk to each other.
There was like supposed to be a very moving like interpretive dance scene that like there were people, like they're like I accept you, and people were supposedly like very moved by it. So I don't know if that was the scene people were trying from, but it was
by theater kids for theater kids. Literally, who is moved by interpretive dance?
Oh yeah, when we left the theater, it was just like everyone was like these little pockets of people singing, like groups of 10. I was like, I wish a bus would hit
So
you.
cute.
It is. Defying Gravity is very. I will say that is a moving song, and I've never seen the musical. I've never seen the movie. And Popular.
Yes.
I'm gonna be popular.
Oh, it was so good. It was so. That
first,
song is still
Ariana-
on my playlist.
Ariana, she grew on me at first. Like she looks so small.
Yeah,
like you
she
forget.
is
You're
so
like,
small.
wow, this is dangerous.
And can I
Potentially.
just
But then
say-
she did well. She was good.
There's one interview with she and Cynthia, and Cynthia's like getting emotional. She goes, "Helicopter, stop! You stop!"
Her speaking voice is so cute and fun. She doesn't really talk like that. She's like,
Well, there was this TikTok about her. And by the way, she's a Libra moon, so I can relate. She changes her personality based on who she's like working with.
Theater kid.
So she used to work with this other girl, who's Seven Rings. I don't know she did this thing. I actually don't know her career that well, but she used to be like, like, yo, I'm Ariana, like that when she was,
right.
And then she's like, I'm Glenda. Like her personality changes based on
Right.
who she's working with and the era she's in. So we actually don't know who the real Ariana is,
it's
but
based
yeah,
on who's paying her.
right, exactly. But in her defense, maybe she gets so into a character that she maybe
Right.
she can disappear.
Right.
She can just disappear into a character
that's so interesting.
Because
what do you
the
think
Joker.
it's like to be that, like to be so method? Like, do you have no sense of self?
Well, that's probably what happened to Heath Ledger and the Joker.
We can hear you clicking.
We can hear you typing a letter. we hear you typing a letter to the
We can
editor.
hear you typing your review.
Oh my god! No, but like, what was I gonna say? Joker. Heath Ledger got really into it. And people
Right.
warned him before he did the Joker. They're but it gets to you.
Well, it's so because we've all been around theater kids, and I think some of us have sort of dipped our toe into theater kiddom
Yeah.
at a certain point in our lives. We've all been there. But imagine being so theater kiddie that you become a theater adult,
Yeah.
and what the psychology of that,
Right.
and how your sense of self must be so ephemeral,
Yeah.
and how the world must just you're riding the waves of the ocean of life, and everything tosses you this way and that way, and what is your real identity? It must be so hard to know.
No, you disappear into the character.
You disappear altogether.
Right, and you react.
Who are you?
But you are who you are in the moment, so you react.
And that must be tough, because
Yeah.
when the moment passes, after she's not Glinda anymore, who is she?
A sexy baby.
I'm a sexy baby.
Like she's like, go away, helicopter. Shh. And she just like,
Do we have another
She's like Britney
clippy?
Spears is a sexy baby.
yeah. Well,
Yes,
okay.
Britney Spears is a sexy baby.
I have two. I have two more. Let's just do two more. It's fine.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect.
Next one is it the let's do the we talked about this before, but this woman is gonna set the world record. She's another sexy baby. She's gonna sleep with 1,000 men in a day. Let's go see.
Oh my God, the vaginal workout.
I'm trying to be the first person to be with 1,000 guys in 24 hours. Now, this isn't an easy task, finding 1,000 people. So, women, if you can lend me your husbands for the day, that would be amazing.
Okay, I've been reading about this and
Yeah.
watching. Reading is a strong word. I've been watching things about this. Apparently, so did you see
I saw the YouTube documentary.
saw the YouTube documentary where she banged 100 guys in a day, and she's crying afterwards, not because of the emotional impact or whatever, because she's like, allegedly is what she said, but because she said, I feel like not enough of them came.
Right.
And that makes me really sad. Okay, her business acumen is elite, unparalleled. Can you imagine? Sometimes I have sex with one person and they're like, it was okay for me. And I'm like, that's good enough.
Yeah.
Can you imagine having sex with 100 people and then being upset? I'd be like, goodbye.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's her thing. Okay. Did you know? So it took her like hours and hours. She was at it
like 14 hours or something.
Right. To get 100 guys. And then and she's identified the pain points of that endeavor, which was she talked to them. She's asked them, where are you coming from? How was your day? She hung up their coat in the closet. She said, take your shoes off, make yourself comfortable. And all of that took so much time that, the day just dragged on and on. So what she's doing now is, according to sources, is she's going to cut all of that out, okay? She's going to have them just boned up and ready to go. She's going to have fluffers, fluffing them and having sex with them so that they can have sex before, put it in, put it out, and then go come in somebody else.
Oh my God, poor.
It's like a NASCAR pit
this
crew.
is like really.
Can you imagine?
This isn't nice. I don't like this.
Okay.
This is not good for her.
It's also not good for anyone's health.
No, I know. The documentary said statistically someone has an STI.
Statistically, multiple people have STIs. Now multiply that by 10.
Oh, honey, please don't do that.
I know, baby girl. Please don't do that to your vagina.
I love her. Really love her.
Well, not really. I mean, have you ever hung out with theater kids? They're all having sex with each other. They're all patient zero for something.
I know. And here's the thing. And this is going to be a hot take about female empowerment. Let me just say this about female empowerment.
Yes,
female empowerment is about giving the woman what she wants.
Right.
I don't think women want this.
I don't
know her. It just seems like very capitalistic. It doesn't seem like female empowerment. It feels like
it is. But
patriarchal, actually.
But female empowerment and capitalistic are not really opposite things, because feminism is like, girl, get that bag.
Yeah, lady boss it.
Lady boss it. Be a CEO. And the truth is, that is what she's doing. She is actually being brilliant. If this is her business, which it is, she showed the guy her bank statement. He was blown away by how much money she makes. So for her to be like, not only did I have sex with 100 guys in one day, but I loved it so much I was in tears. Those were happy tears that you saw. And my only wish is to have sex with 10 times more men in a single day. She said on the thing, she goes, it's my fantasy. That's what people are not understanding. Brilliant marketing.
It could be. You know what? I don't know this girl. Listen, men have fantasies, and it's not male empowerment. It's they're also empty. Also, you know what I'm saying? Like, wanting this even as a man, I think is empty.
I agree with you 100%. By the way, I know men who want to have sex with hundreds of women in a day, and it's a black bottomless pit.
Yeah, that's right.
Amanda and I used to have a term that we would throw around. We would say bottomless pit energy. Like someone has bottomless pit energy. That's giving bottomless pit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, she's so beautiful. She's so pretty, but
she's so pretty. And by the way, I think we're seeing the rise of the classically beautiful porn star,
which I love. So Bonnie Blue, the other woman,
I know,
gorgeous.
It's like teaming up.
I talked about her last episode.
Yeah, you did.
That's what I like. I stopped watching porn because I found, no offense to sex workers, and if it's not, they either look like they were made in a factory, or they looked so trashy. I'm like, I can't watch this. Or they look like, it looks like you're being sex trafficked.
Like a hostage.
I don't mean to be disrespectful, and I'm going to get some like sex workers in my DMs because I always do. No, I don't. I like no sex workers. I have zero sex workers. But I stopped watching porn because I'm like, again, the men and the women, by the way, they either look like they're made in a factory. I'm like, I don't want to. Or they looked like the amateurs, the real world porn. They looked like, yeah, like this is a sex trafficking.
Okay, some people look like they for real don't want to be there.
Yeah,
and I honestly,
some of the girls look young. I'm just like, I can't participate in all this shit. But they look they look really, they're just classically beautiful.
They're classically beautiful. They look like girls that don't need to do porn. That's what's so alluring about it, because I think historically when you've watched porn, not you specifically, but porn in general, has been people who look like they have to do porn.
Yeah.
Where you're like, okay, this is, you naturally gravitated towards this job because you are weird looking or whatever. Yeah. But they look like they have other options, which is why it's so intriguing to watch them have sex on camera.
Right, exactly. And they have like nice, just porn sex workers. I love you, but look at her makeup. It's nice.
Pretty.
It's like natural. I think, I'm just saying, this is I think this is hotter.
It's giving girl you went to school with.
Yeah, but like very pretty girl you went to school with.
Very pretty, like the pretty girl that you went to school with. And I think that's maybe also the appeal for the guys who are subscribing to their OnlyFans and lining up to have sex with them on these marathon days. Is like, this girl is a girl that I would actually, it's not a girl I'm settling for. It's not the grenade. This is the girl that I wanted in the first place.
A girl you would marry.
This was my pick.
Right, exactly. So Bonnie Blue and I like Bonnie Blue and her name is
Lily Phillips.
Lily Phillips. I like their look. I like their aesthetic. I'd watch them fuck.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. But yeah, I just hope I know you're making a lot of money. I just hope you. I don't know. I don't know you. I can't like judge you about what you want.
I'm not judging anybody, but it's without judgment. It's a medical risk.
Yeah, and it's just.
But it is what that is.
You know what I think? You know what's interesting? Not a single woman is like, no, same. I feel this. I like that's. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a man did this, there would be millions of men going, "Oh, I'd like that too." But because like zero women are like
literally zero.
Same.
Women.
Oh my god, she's living my dream.
Zero women say that. Because it's not anyone's dream. This is the thing. If I made millions of dollars every time I saw a dick in my face, I also would have fantasies of having sex with a lot of people. Would the fantasy be the sex? Not really. It would be the wild payday.
Right. When you watch the documentary, her assistant is like, this disturbed me, okay? There was a part in the documentary where her assistant is like, hey, because people back out. And there's a point in the documentary where they'll say, oh, this person backed out and this other person's coming when he wants to bring his friends. And they said, yeah, come over. And I'm like, there's no background checks on these men?
No, I know.
Like, there should be absolute weeks of background checks with these men.
That guy who made the documentary said the same thing. He was really sweet, actually, and really cute with her, and he was really concerned for her safety.
Yeah.
It's like, there's no background checks on these guys. And she goes, I'm prioritizing the guys who have STI tests. And it's like, yeah, but they could have had sex with a bunch of people. Like,
yeah,
she didn't know that
an old test.
She was like, everyone's going to come in my face. And he was like, but you can get diseases from that. And she was like, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I remember that. But even her assistant that should be watching out for her, it was like, yeah, they want to bring their friends over. We said, yeah, come on in. Like, because people dropped out.
I think it's also, that documentary was also advertising for her. Right. So I don't know if she's just saying these things because it sounds hot. And then because, look, she did the thing. She said all that stuff like, oh, my God, if you could just like bring me your best friend, that'd be amazing. I'd love to just bend over for him. And then immediately afterwards, she launches a thing where she saw on the news and all that. And she goes, I'm going to have sex with 1,000 people in a day. Like, she's actually really smart at this. She's really good at business.
Yeah, hopefully it's just like a gimmick. I hope that's just a gimmick of like.
Well, I think she's really doing it.
Do you remember when the personal assistant's like, oh, someone dropped out, and so this guy's bringing over some of his friends.
Like, who are those guys?
I know, dude. Why are you?
Remember when she said she almost didn't have security? They're like, oh, we almost didn't have security, but it was like the smartest thing that we did to hire these guys. They've been amazing.
And
you weren't going to have security?
And she was going to blow them without a condom? What if they have herpes?
She did blow them without condoms. The condoms went on before they had penetrative sex. But she was blowing people without a condom, and they were blowing loads in her face. I don't have a problem with blowing anybody. I don't have a problem with anybody coming anywhere. I really don't. It's not about that. It feels not safe.
It feels not safe, especially when you're blowing them without a condom. They definitely have herpes.
Sweetie, someone does.
Yeah.
Of course. It upsets me.
Oh, I'm sorry. We love you.
We love you, Lily. Please be safe.
She's laughing all the way to the bank.
Yeah,
she doesn't give
100%.
a shit. I hope so. Anyway, do you think it's very ableist? Thank you guys so much. This was a very fun episode. We covered a lot.
We did a lot. Yeah, we did the most. If you guys feel like it, please leave us comments wherever comments are to be found, and subscribe to our YouTube and hit us up on social media because that's our favorite thing ever. And we love you, and we'll see you guys next week.